Welcome, everyone. So we are still with the gut. And we are still at that point at the transverse colon, where the transverse colon just turns over. It's literally at this turning point of the transverse colon. So at the turning point, there is one section that relates to the skeletal structure, and there's another section which is still at that turning point, which relates to our circulatory system. And I know that we have done a dedicated session on the circulatory system. So our circulatory system is pretty reasonably well prepared. What we're doing now is working with the colon, and we've already done the work of clearing up that area. So what we're doing today is making that connection between the colon and the circulatory system, so that absorption goes to the circulatory system as well as the skeletal system. So we are anchoring that cellular memory and then uplifting that vibe by the human vibe attunement. Circulatory system, it's a very important aspect of our well-being. It's one of the flow systems. So those of you who've been doing these sessions previously would have heard me say that we have three systems that determine our full spectrum well-being. We have flow systems, we have organ systems, and we have life force systems. Disease first sets itself in the flow system. And when disease sets into the flow system itself it's very resilient. And because there's continuous flow, there is continuous flow in that flow system, which means that for a flow system to become lethargic and not be able to autocorrect takes a lot of shifts to take place. So the disease comes into the flow system. It does not attach itself to the flow system itself. That takes a long time to occur. What it first does is it finds an organ that is weakened and attaches itself to that weakened organ. And which weakened organ it goes for is very determined by the emotional distress that the human would have experienced to bring about a weakness in that particular organ. So the circulatory system is one of the first flow systems. And we're going to work with the colon now in this session. So the skeletal system that we worked on, it just so happened that I've come here and a couple of people that I have done some work with, young people had issues with their backs. And I was able to see where that issue originated. And what I was also able to see was how many microfibers exist in the muscles that support our skeletal system. With the flow system, with the circulatory system, it looks like it's a set of tubes, through which blood flows in and out of our heart. But just like with the skeletal system, even though we talked about the skeletal system thinking it is the bones, what we actually worked on was also the muscles that support the skeletal system. Similarly, when we are working on the circulatory system, sure enough, we are working through the tubes through which blood flows in and out of the heart across our entire body. But there's a whole plethora of capillaries and all forms of tissues and blood vessels that make up our entire circulatory system. The circulatory system also includes the current, the wave, the frequency that determines how the flow occurs. It also includes the programming for the rhythm with which this flow takes place. So when we're going to do the work on connecting the colon, clearing the colon, and then up-leveling its vibe, so the absorption of nutrients from the colon can go into our circulatory system, we're actually empowering and enriching all that makes up our circulatory system. So we're just going to go ahead and begin. And just to reiterate, we are using the Beyond Meditation, the Human Vibe Attunement, to do this body of work. And this is all about reconnecting and remembering and anchoring our presence in this human form. And in this human form, we are the vibration of love. And we are the vibration of the frequency of love. The vibrational frequency of love. We are not the experience of love. That just occurs, it's a given. As a human, we are the vibrational frequency of love. And as a vibrational frequency, it is an amplifying one. And the circulatory system, the originating intent of the circulatory system is vibrancy in our vitality. So that's the originating intent of the circulatory system, the vibrancy in our vitality. What does the vibrancy mean? It is different for each one of us. It is the unique rhythm of our cells that makes up the vibrancy of who we are. And the circulatory system focuses that attention on vitality. So we're going to begin. So get yourself comfortable. Ensure that your feet are on the ground. Ensure that the base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. And the middle of your feet are connected to the core of the earth. Drop your arms on either side. Have your palms facing forward, fingers slightly stretched. Imagine the tips of your fingers are connected to the core of the earth. And all of these connections are just made with this golden cord. And today it has with it the precious metal gold. That's the frequency it has. You can lift your hands and put them on top of your thighs, palms facing upwards. The middle of your left palm is the presence of blue topaz. In the middle of the palm of your right hand is the presence of blue diamond. We are all, energetically, we are all here from different parts of the world. And it's as if we've created one big healing circle, like a family constellation of healing. The Beyond Meditation family of human vibe attunement. And in the center of our circle, we have the presence of a tower. And it's a tower that is made with ruby. There is great stillness that is brought into the center of our circle. And that anchors us very powerfully. blue topaz performs its magic and it starts to open up and release any blockages that come in the way of our throat. It's like our throat chakra and all those different elements of the circulatory system that are here are being opened up with this blue topaz. And you can just imagine it's this beautiful crystal of topaz. And as it starts to presence itself in our throat chakra, our own inner light starts to shine through it, and an illumination spreads all around us. The blue sapphire. The blue sapphire it's like a traveling druid. It's a traveling druid, a medicine man, an ancient Gothic shaman from the land of the Gauls. It's as if it completely understands what is it that destabilizes us at a root cause level. That's what the blue diamond completely gets. Diamond as a crystal in itself has a multiplier amplification effect. And in its form as the blue diamond, it is so sharp and so penetrating that it literally can enter any cell, any microcell, any nanocell of our physical being, where there is any form of incongruent, incoherent, lower energy that may exist. It literally can just go in there, neutralize it, get it out. Go in there, neutralize, get it out. So as we do the scanning and clearing, which we're going to begin in a moment, the blue topaz and the blue diamond are going to work in sync with the precious metal gold. The precious metal gold has got the energy to strengthen our nervous system and our neurons and nerve ends. In the context of the circulatory system, precious metal gold works on the very, very fine ducts. The phrase that is coming through are like plasma ducts. Just want to reiterate, I'm not a medical practitioner. I share only that which I have experienced. And it's something that's known to support people in their journey to self-actualization. What we do together is, it enriches your experience of aliveness. You be responsible for taking any medical advice if you're required to do that for yourself. None of this is instead of, it is as well as. Okay, you're all set. The blue sapphire sometimes takes a little bit of time to actually get into the rhythm of us because it is so rapid and so fast in removing the negative vibe and negative energies. And I just want it to be in your rhythm. So when it does remove and does clear, it does so with ease so that you experience joy and grace. Okay, so let's begin. Begin from the top of your crown and work your way down to the base of your feet. Go around in concentric circles. Begin from the front of your forehead, the back of your head, and scan everything in between. The front of your nose, the back of the middle of your head, and scan everything in between. Go to the front of your mouth, the back of the top of your neck, scan everything in between. Your chin, front of your chin, the back of the base of your neck, and scan everything in between. Go to the front of the top of your shoulders, the back of the top of your shoulders, and scan everything in between. The front of your chest, the back of your shoulder blades, and underneath your shoulder blades, underneath your armpits. Scan everything in between. Go to the front of your waist, the back of your middle back, and scan everything in between. The front of your abdomen, the back of the base of your back, the lower back, and scan everything in between. The front of your hips, your pelvic, the back of the base of your pelvic, your buttocks, the top of your thighs, the back of your thighs. Scan everything in between. The front of your knees, the back of your back of your knees, the front of your shin, the back of your calf muscles, the top of your ankle, the base of your heel, the top of your feet, the base of your feet, the top of your toes, the base of your toes, the tips of your toes. Take your hands, just drop them down to your side. Palms facing forward, fingers lightly stretched. The vibration of blue topaz is already anchored in your throat chakra. The vibration of the blue diamond is already plugged into the rhythm of you. And you're going to go to the top of your biceps and then literally go all the way down to your fingertips in one quick sweep. And from your fingertips, we are releasing that which no longer serves into the core of the earth. You've now moved a lot of energy here. It's like there's an acceleration of stuff that is in your circulatory system in the form of entities or signatures of distresses that you may have been holding there. They're all being released into the core of the earth right now. The circulatory system is really plumping up with wonderful, healthy blood vessels. Your red blood cells, platelets, white blood corpuscles. And there is a unique illumination that is now starting to show up. You will be able to see it in the form of this light that is like a light that is emanating out of your circulatory system. You see it as deep maroon, and there is a blue hue to it. Very exquisite and beautiful. And this deep red and healthy maroon with the blue in it is being served with the energy of the ruby crystal, which brings about the vibration of flow and centeredness. You'll notice your breath is either becoming faster, and for some it'll become deeper. Don't worry, we're going to get to the exact breath modulation in a moment. Okay, we're going to do the 946 breath now. And in this 946 breath, since we have the presence of blue topaz, that is opening up the throat chakra, it's literally unblocking it. And you know, when the unblocking of the throat chakra takes place, what gets neutralized is the vibration of lies. And lies that consciously or inadvertently we may have communicated, lies that we may have consciously or inadvertently become accomplice to, lies that we may have consciously or inadvertently accepted. All of that actually blocks the throat chakra. And the biggest lie is when we don't express the presence of who we are. So all of that is right now being unblocked through this 946 breath that we are about to begin. And we're turning the volume up on the ability of this breath to unblock and align all of the 13 chakras that are now available to our human form. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some more. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once more, breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, focus your attention now, just taking soft, gentle, rhythmic breaths. You're breathing in through your nose. You're going down your spine, and through the spine, you're actually connecting to your transverse colon. And you're breathing out of your transverse colon. You're going to breathe in love, kindness, and compassion, and you will breathe out gratitude and peace. You will breathe in love, kindness, and compassion, and you will breathe out gratitude and peace. You will breathe in love, kindness, and compassion, and you will breathe out gratitude and peace. You will breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. You will breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. We are doing this, keep going. We are doing this because the alignment of the chakras that we have just enabled, and we are connecting it to the unblocking of the 13 chakras. That's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. And that's fine, because we've created a family constellation healing circle. So it's going to affect each one of our physical beings. We are placing ourselves in the center of this family constellation healing circle. And each one of us that is placed in our energetic form is representing themselves as an archetype. And it's an archetype that is connected to many other archetypes on the planet. So as you start healing, what gets healed is the circulatory system and the connection to the gut. You yourself experience that shift in the absorption of nutrients into your circulatory system. The healing supports others that match your archetype to embark on a journey of autocorrection. So breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. Just keep doing it. Breathe in love, kindness, and compassion. Breathe out gratitude and peace. The issues that impact our circulatory system in such a way that it becomes depleted in terms of its own integrity. The issue, the emotional issue that impacts our circulatory system really is not accepting the flow of life. So we are bringing back a remembrance that when you have life, you are an organism that is breathing. And the only thing that determines whether you are in the flow of life or not is that you are breathing. Experiencing flow in aliveness is a matter of conscious choice. So if that flow is interrupted at any point, it does not disrupt the flow of life as long as you are breathing. So we are anchoring that realization. And what that realization does is it releases the issue that depletes the integrity of the circulatory system when it gets, and an inner knowing is kicked in, that the flow of life is the flow of life, where you are breathing. That is all that matters. That does not get compromised. It's the flow of aliveness can cause physical discomfort, yes. As long as you are breathing, even if it is only a tiny little breath, the flow of life is there. What we are doing here by bringing the vitality back and the vibrancy of that vitality, which is unique to you back, because that is the originating intent of the circulatory system, we are infusing the flow of aliveness. Now you could be breathing, you could have your breath in and out. What translates that flow of life so that you experience the flow of aliveness is the vibrancy of your vitality. for the vibrancy of your vitality to be intact and resilient and keep multiplying, it calls for absorption of exactly the right nutrients that support it. And that often comes from food, natural food. Just breathing love, kindness, and compassion into your transverse colon, and you're breathing out gratitude and peace. And in doing so, that whole region is literally being cleared out. We're now ready from our session on Tuesday to go into the descending colon. Yes, we have achieved this. Some of you may have experienced a bit of gurgling and a peristalsis that may cause you to feel you need to go to the bathroom, and if you do, you go ahead and do that. And if that hasn't occurred for you, that's fine, it's occurring. At a cellular level, I work on a nanocellular level, so the job is done, and the cells like literally awaken to a remembrance of a new construct of vibrational energies in that particular region. But sometimes the cells pick up and shift very rapidly, in which case you may need to address that. Nothing serves us keeping that discomfort going. Not necessary to do that. Take your left hand and you just put it in that region of your transverse colon where it joins the descending colon. And take your right hand and you put it in the center of your transverse colon. This is the section that connects to the brain. You're going to keep your hands this way as we do the human vibe attunement chant. You're going to use the human vibe attunement declaration to uplevel the vibrational frequency of our physiology. 2, bring it into complete harmony with our soul presence. This is the human form declaring. You're going to do a few of these, and you're going to alternate between the human form, the soul being, the human form, the soul being, the human form, the soul being, and then we will have 3 of these declarations where the 2 are in complete harmony, making this declaration. So repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. This is now the harmonizing declaration of the soul presence in the human form, and together they're declaring, I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. Drop your hands, put them on top of your thighs, your palms facing upwards. And just feel as if you have become a cell in your circulatory system. Feel yourself, your expanded, infinite self, assimilating into your physical body and going for a ride. It's like that wonderful slide as kids that we went down and we just went into this tube and it came out and you came out and fell into the swimming pool. It's like you're going on this ride. Your expansiveness, your eternalness, your indestructibleness, your omnipresence. You're experiencing all of that in presencing yourself into each cell that makes up your circulatory system. Feel yourself floating in and out. Somewhere the current is stronger, other places it's very, very slow. And it feels warm. And in doing so, each one of you are reconnecting to what it felt like when you were in the womb, being carried by your mother. The fluid that surrounded you. It's that same experience of that complete trusting comfort with which you lay in the fluid that surrounded you. You are now within you experiencing that same comfort, knowing that all that you require, all the nutrients, all the physical protection, all the spiritual connection to the spirit of you, all of that is present there. All of that is available to you. All that you have mentally available there is presence. There is a nothingness when it comes to emotions. There is a presencing of presence, which is the flow of you. That is there. Let's anchor that feeling by getting into a whole brain state by doing the 9-4-6 breath. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last one here. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your hands in front of your heart, rub them against each other. Put them over your eyes, open your eyes in them. Take them on top of your head, the back of your head, on either side of your neck, down your shoulders. Do an energy sweep and blow. The human vibe attunement itself is complete. And if you must go now because you have another appointment, please go ahead and do that. And if you would like to share your completion word for today as we commence our journey into the descending colon, please go ahead and do that. Or any experience that you might have seen as you became one at a cellular level with your circulatory system, experiencing that beautiful, deep red maroon light with a hues of blue in it. And anything else that you may wish to share, please go ahead and do that. So soothing, so pleasing, so much healing. Thank you, Rupa. Attuned, hopeful, rebirth into calm and serenity, magnificence, 3 hearts, going through the wow factor experience. Yes, clarity, relaxful and healing, aliveness, flow, flow. Indeed, thank you so much. Vibrant, vibrancy of your vitality. That remembrance is what we have reactivated today. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for, playing your part in holographically spreading the healing that you are experiencing beyond you. Love fountain. Thank you. Love gratitude. Thank you. With 3 purple hearts. Thank you. Vibrancy, gratitude. With that, I complete our session. Thank you so much. Thank you.